Emory Andrew Tate III. This young man shocked many curious ears with his interviews stating, "I am a trillionaire." This ex-kickboxer became infamous as he's surrounded by lots of women and has controversial status. Aren't you curious about Andrew Tate and how he became an internet sensation? Hey guys, welcome to the Snapshot Bliss Luxury channel, where we talk about amazing yachts, impressive planes, stunning watches, and so much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you're up to date every time we release new content like this one. Now let's get to it. Emory Andrew Tate III, or also known as Andrew Tate, first had a glimpse of the world on December 14, 1986, in Washington, D.C., United States. He was raised by his father, who is a retired professional wrestler and a retired Air Force sergeant, who plays chess to make some money. Andrew grew up in this kind of environment, which led him to have an interest in playing chess at a young age. His father taught him to play, and by the age of 5 years old, he became a chess prodigy. He impressed many as he competed in an adult tournament at a young age. It is safe to say that Andrew Tate treated chess as his eat, breathe, sleep kind of passion. And more he pushed himself to learn many lessons to bring his A game every time, and this was his source of happiness and source of income as well. Unfortunately, his parents split up. He moved to England with his mother and brothers, but his #1 fan and coach was not with him, his father. When he moved to England, his love and passion for the game slowly faded as no one guided him on his every game. England had no chess community too, which added to his disinterest, and he did not find support or even a coach for him. But his trait of being competitive did not die, as he waited for his next big move in his career. He looked and found a local fighting gym which sparked his thought and then increased the level of his competence. He learned that chess and fighting have a common denominator. You must learn a different style to win every battle. At the age of 15 years old, he started to work his heart out for this newfound passion, training 7 times a week and becoming a professional. At the age of 17, he entered mixed martial arts and continued this passion for 5 years. His career progresses and became a kickboxer. Even though this is another risk he took to gain more money, everything paid off as he became a 4-time kickboxing world champion and earned more money. An earning of $75,000 may be enough for others, but this 75 grand was not what Andrew got because this amount was still to be divided and distributed to the promoters, managers, and other expenses. He was always left with only a couple of grand. Andrew Tate realized and came to his senses that kickboxing is way too different than boxing. Boxing earns millions, while kickboxing only earns a couple of grand. He said, "What is the purpose of dedicating your entire life and having a 4-world title in kickboxing if you still drive a junk car because you can't buy a Bugatti?" Andrew wanted more. He became obsessed with how to earn more, and Google was his tool for this. He learned to classify his assets and liabilities, and he found out that only assets he earned in kickboxing career are 6 girls. As Andrew keeps scrolling through Google for ways to earn more, he came across an ad called "Talk to Live Girls." He was mind blown by the idea, which inspired him to open a company, a cam girl company. Andrew Tate expanded more from 2 girls to recruiting 75 more girls to work in his company. Now his brother Tristan helps him manage the company. The business expanded even more from $4,000 a day to $500,000 in a month. As this business kept on blooming, there were problems that they faced as a company. But even then, he gained even more money and added up more luxury watches, properties, and expensive cars. The result of this was him being accused of assaulting a woman. After 3 months, Andrew went to jail and got bailed after 2 years because the case was proven to be pure accusations against him. Then he moved out from England to Romania. There, he made many connections from his previous career as a kickboxer. Andrew started as a commentator on the RSF, a Romanian UFC where he also owned 10%. In one of these fights, he notices that one of the sponsors was a casino brand owned by 3 brothers. The casino has 400 locations throughout Europe, and this casino was earning $18 million a day. Andrew got the idea to ask them if he wanted to join them, but the brothers had no interest in him since Andrew, at that time, had no name yet, compared to them. Time flew and still he was interested in this casino deal. He offered the casino brothers to open up a casino near the location of their competitor. He offered to pay for the location and gave them a percentage of earnings. This resulted in a sparked interest of the brothers who agreed to Andrew about the deal. Andrew, with his brilliant mind, noticed that the casino location was near a Starbucks with many customers lining up for coffee. He came up with a golden bait for these people. He opens the casino with a signage, "Free coffee." This, the people who are wasting their time falling in line in Starbucks decided to go to the casino to have that free coffee while they play casino. People got even more attracted because Andrew hired attractive waitresses to give out the coffee. Andrew Tate, with his competence, put up another 15 locations. He was able to buy 2 Bugatti Chirons, remembering the days he can't afford these luxurious items. But the pandemic hit his casino, as all businesses did too. Even though he worked his heart out on this, he even bribed the government not to shut down the casino by allowing backdoors. But the government received more than he could offer, so the casino collapsed. Andrew Tate fought and always had plans. He found his haymaker punch in social media. He was even more expressive on his ideas on business, his past about women, and many more, which led him to guest in podcasts and many other social media engagements. He learned to be that ultimate attention grabber. The more he says something, the more controversial he becomes, and the more famous he becomes, and therefore gets more views and more people engagement. With this idea, he created his website called The Hustlers University, and whoever signs into the course has the ability to become an affiliate marketer. In this way, this will boost his brands and gain more views. And the more views and more people who subscribe, the more money rains into his account. Andrew Tate is probably living the life that some people want, traveling on private jets, surrounded by many beautiful women and lots of cars, and living in mansions. Andrew Tate had his game plan. Like playing chess, he thinks before he moves and sees the result of his movement, and knew it will end in a victory. This is how a prodigy thinks. Want to know more about Andrew Tate and the dark side of his business? Check out our playlist in the description box. Thanks again as always for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.